In this tutorial for Gaslands, I'm going to talk about the Wipeout Step. So what is the Wipeout Step? And why would you have to take it? So let's go back to our dashboard here. And remember when you were rolling dice and you were taking hazards and maybe you had a collision, so you took some hazards and so forth. So you keep track of these hazards, and if you ever get 6 or more on your vehicle at the wipeout step, you wipe out. Now, you still go through the movement step, even if you have 6 or more. You still do the shooting or the attacking, even if you have 6 or more. But when it gets to the wipeout step, whether it's your turn or an opponent's turn, you wipe out. And we'll go over what that is about. All right, so you have those 6 or more hazards on your vehicle. So here's steps you're going to do for the wipeout step. You're going to make a flip check. Then if it fails, you're going to suffer 2 hits. And if you fail, you move medium straight. Maybe there's a collision. You reduce down to gear 1, remove all hazard tokens from the vehicle, and the player clockwise from you, or to your left basically, gets to rotate your vehicle. And there's possibly a collision again. So let's take a look at these steps. All right, we are at the wipeout step. It doesn't matter if it's this player's turn or another player's turn. Everybody looks at their vehicle. This vehicle has 6. It doesn't matter if it has 7, 8, 10. It's 6 or more. You wipe out. So first thing you have to do is you have to look at the gear you're in and roll that or higher on 1d6. So we roll. We got a 4. So we're okay. So what happens is all of these get removed. So now we got no, vehicle stays there, no. We got no hazards, and we drop to gear 1. Whether we did any activation this turn or not, we're down to gear 1. All right, so that's pretty much it for that one. But what happens if we fail? All right, so we're going to put these back on. And I'm going to see if I can make a failing roll. So there we go. So he's got 7 on here. Doesn't matter. 6, 7, same number as far as this goes. And there we go. Failed. I rolled a 1. That's not equal to or higher than 4. I failed. Basically, all that still gets taken off and goes down to gear 1. But the first thing you're going to have to do is take 2 hull damage, which may make you go to a wreck and everything, but you take 2 hull damage. Then you move forward medium straight, just like you would normally move. Now, if something gets in your way, there's a collision. If you run into a wall, there's a collision, and so forth. So there may be a collision during this. Then you move your medium straight, and then all of it gets wiped off, so you have no more hazard tokens, just like usual. You go down to gear 1, and an opponent to your left will get to rotate you however they please, so they can point you into a wall into somebody else. Now, what could also happen is, if you get rotated, you can do a collision. They can rotate you into a collision. So that's basically what happens in a wipeout step, is you just basically lost complete control of your vehicle. There's a possibility that you're going to move and take some damage. If you make a roll, though, none of that happens. But either way, all the hazards are gone. You're down to gear 1. And that's what happens in the wipeout step.